Hi everyone! Hello and welcome to Stories with Michelle, where books are magic. The next book we're reading is called The Adventures of Mrs. Crockess and Ivy. No pockets, no problem. And this book is written by Julia Kaloch and it's illustrated by Petros Boulabassis. This is Mrs. Crockess. From the moment they brought their new dog home, Mr. and Mrs. Briggs adored her. Mrs. Crockess snuggled with Mrs. Briggs when she read to her, and she helped Mr. Briggs in the kitchen. But no one loved Mrs. Crockess more than Ivy Briggs, and Mrs. Crockess loved Ivy. The two friends spent their days drinking slushies, picking daisies, playing cards, and rocking out to their favorite songs. One day, as they began to practice, a peculiar sound came from Ivy's guitar. Snap-a-tang! Oh no, gasped Mrs. Crockess in the middle of a drum roll. Now we can't rock out. Don't be silly, comforted Ivy. We can buy a new string at the music store. But how can we do that when I don't have pockets? Mrs. Crockess wailed. Pockets? Ivy asked curiously. Mrs. Crockess replied, yes, I don't have pockets to carry my money, my keys, my phone, my map, my bone, my lip balm, my... No pockets? No problem, interrupted Ivy. I have a great idea. You can use my pocket, she said proudly, but we have to hurry before the store closes. Ivy opened her pocket as wide as she could. In went Mrs. Crockess's money. In went her keys. In went her phone, her map, her bone, and her lip balm. When... Rip, frump. Oh no, Mrs. Crockess moaned. Now we'll never get a new string. No pockets, no problem, shouted Ivy. I have a great idea. Ivy flung the guitar strap over her head, and Mrs. Crockess gathered her things. They raced down the stairs, past the kitchen, behind the couch, and into the foyer. Ivy grasped the closet door with both hands. She twisted it to the left, she twisted it to the right. She tugged, she pried, she nearly cried. Then... Chonk, pop, crash. Oh no, Mrs. Crockess groaned. Now we'll never get to the music store in time. No pockets, no problem, came a wee voice from the bottom of the heap. No pockets, no problem, yelled Ivy as she rose from the rubble with her best purse in hand. I have a great idea. Ivy unzipped her purse. In went Mrs. Crockess's money. In went her keys. In went her phone, her map, her bone, and her lip balm. When... Zip! Yippee! Shouted the friends. It's getting late, Ivy said. We'd better get going. Ivy put the purse strap over Mrs. Crockess's head. They ran out of the foyer, behind the couch, past the kitchen, out the door, and into the car. Buckle up, instructed Mrs. Crockess. They darted down the road, around the roundabout, by the park, and over the bridge. Mrs. Crockess gripped the steering wheel with both paws. She turned it to the left. She turned it to the right. She honked. She signaled. She stopped. She pulled up to the shop. When... closed! The shop is closed!" cried Ivy as she rattled the shop door. Mrs. Crockess looked at Ivy's broken string, her torn pocket, and the panicked look on her face and said, "I have a great idea." She hopped out of the car and ran to the shop. She howled at the door, she whined at the window, she barked, she scratched. She heard the door unlatch. "I was about to leave, but it looks like you could use a new string," said the shop owner. And with a plink, 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 and a strum, Ivy's guitar was as good as new. "Yahoo!" exclaimed the friends. Mrs. Crockess paid the shop owner while Ivy grabbed the guitar. They hurried to the car and drove over the bridge, by the park, around the roundabout, and into the driveway. Ivy strummed her guitar while Mrs. Crockess played the drums. With family to the left and friends to the right, they rocked out all through the night. Hit it! You love me and I love you. There's no problem we can't get through. No pockets, no problem. And that is the end. Remember to like if you love story time, subscribe so you never miss a story, and share with your favorite reading buddy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.